Why criticism hurts more than insults, and how to rise above it. Think about the last time someone criticized you. Maybe it was your boss saying your work wasn't good enough. Maybe it was your partner telling you never listen. Or maybe it was a stranger online leaving a harsh comment about your weight. Your voice, your choices. Now let me ask, did it sting? Probably. And here's the strange thing, insults we can often brush off. If someone calls you an idiot, you might laugh. But when someone criticizes you, it cuts deeper. Why is that? Why does criticism hurt more than insults? And how can we rise above it without letting it break us? Today, I'll share with you the Stoic answer. A way to turn criticism from something that wounds your ego into something that strengthens your character. Here's the reality. Americans are obsessed with self-image. We live in a culture of performance reviews, social media likes, and constant comparisons. Which means criticism doesn't feel like just feedback, it feels like a judgment on our work. At work, a critical comment from your manager can ruin your whole week. At home, one harsh word from your partner can echo in your mind for months. Online, a stranger's criticism can feel like proof that you'll never be good enough. Insults are easy to reject, but criticism? It makes us doubt ourselves. And that's why it hurts more. Epictetus once said, "If anyone tells you you're wrong, and you don't feel hurt, then you have won." Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if someone shows you your fault, you should be grateful, as if they had told you about hidden treasure. The Stoics saw criticism differently. To them, criticism is not an attack on your worth. It's information, sometimes useful, sometimes not, but either way, it doesn't define you. History is full of people who turned criticism into fuel. Take Michael Jordan, for example. In high school, he was actually cut from his basketball team. His coaches thought he wasn't good enough. Imagine hearing that. The greatest basketball player of all time being told he wasn't worthy to play. Most people would have quit, letting that criticism define them. But Jordan didn't. He went to the gym, trained harder than anyone else, and used that rejection as motivation. Years later, he would say, "Whenever I was working out and got tired, I'd close my eyes and see that list in the locker room without my name on it. That criticism fueled me." His story reminds us, criticism doesn't have to crush you. If you use it wisely, it can become the very thing that makes you unstoppable. The problem isn't criticism itself. The problem is our ego. Imagine this. You've been working on a project for weeks. You present it to your boss, and instead of praising you, they say, "This isn't what I expected. You need to redo it." Ouch! Instantly, you feel crushed. Your inner voice screams, "I'm not good enough. I failed." But here's the Stoic shift. Instead of letting your ego bleed, separate yourself from the feedback. Ask, what part of this is useful? What can I learn? Maybe the project truly needs improvement. Then the criticism is actually a gift. It saves you from bigger failure later. And if the feedback is unfair, then it's just noise. Either way, your worth remains untouched. Now let's go home. Imagine your partner says during an argument, "You never listen to me." Most people snap back, "That's not true. You're the one who never listens." And the fight explodes. But what if you paused and used the Stoic lens? Instead of reacting, you think, "Is there any truth here? Maybe you really have been distracted lately. Maybe you've been half listening while scrolling your phone. By separating ego from feedback, you turn a criticism that could destroy intimacy into an opportunity to deepen it. Let's take social media. You post a photo, and someone comments, "You look terrible." Stop embarrassing yourself. If you take it personally, it eats you alive. But the Stoics would say, why let the judgment of a stranger control your mind? Does this person know your life, your heart, your values? No. So why give their words power? The criticism only hurts if you accept it as truth. And you don't have to. So how do we actually apply this in real life? Here are 4 Stoic strategies that can help you transform criticism into strength. Separate the person from the feedback. Don't focus on who is speaking, focus on what is being said. Even your enemy can teach you something valuable. Ask, is it useful? Treat criticism like sorting mail. Keep what's useful. Throw out what's junk. Not every letter deserves your attention. Detach ego from identity. Criticism often feels like an attack because we tie our worth to being perfect. But your value isn't tied to one mistake. One comment can't define your life. Practice gratitude for honest feedback. Imagine seeing criticism as free coaching. If someone points out a blind spot, you just gained insight that can make you stronger. Here's the truth. Criticism hurts because we confuse it with insult. Insults aim to tear you down. But criticism, even when delivered poorly, can help you grow. Think about great leaders, athletes, creators. They face constant criticism, and yet, they rise. Not because they never get hurt, but because they learn to filter, adapt, and move forward. The Stoics remind us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So the next time criticism comes your way, don't let it pierce your soul. Examine it, learn from it if it's true, discard it if it's not. And remember, it doesn't define you. Criticism only hurts when you let it merge with your ego. But when you rise above it, criticism becomes fuel, a tool to sharpen you, not shatter you. If this video resonated with you, and you want more Stoic wisdom to handle insults, criticism, and life's challenges, then hit subscribe right now and join our community. Right finger comment below. What's the harshest criticism you've ever received? And how did you handle it? And remember, insults may sting for a moment, but criticism can make you stronger for a lifetime if you rise above it. Stay resilient, stay calm, stay stoic.